Dear students, Namaskar. I am Dr. Sardar Patil. I am associated with the Department of Geography, ASP College, Devruk. Today, we are going to analyze the triangular graph and its applications in geography. You might be thinking, what is triangular graph and what are the applications of triangular graph in geographical analysis? Does it is really helpful? Let's have a look in the conceptual background and its application in geography. Triangular graphs are graphs with three axes instead of two, taking the form of an equilateral triangle. You can see here this graph have been drawn on equilateral triangle, that is at the angle of 60 degrees only. The important features are that each axis is divided into 100 representing the percentage. You can see here the data that we are going to depict through this graph should be converted into percentage. We can't show the realistic data or absolute data, actual data of that component. From each axis, lines are drawn at an angle of 60 degrees to carry the values across the graph. I already explained here that all these angles are of 60 degrees only, and we are going to draw a triangle by this method. The data used must be in the form of three components. When there are three interdependent components are there, at that time we can draw a triangular graph. Triangular graphs are mostly applied to identify the change over time as a positional changes. Also, it is used for the demarcation of soil texture because suppose there are soil texture contains sand, silt and clay. We can depict all these sand, silt and clay on three axes, and accordingly we can demarcate or we can determine the actual texture of that soil. Then in population studies also this technique can be used. In urban studies, triangular graph may be used to analyze the three interdependent components, and for settlement studies, etc. Its applications are depend upon your thinking. Suppose you think that these are the three components that we can depict through triangular graph, you can do it. Otherwise, it's not possible. Generally, to prepare a triangular graph, there are certain steps. First of all, we need to calculate the percentage for each site. Then we will draw a triangular graph on a plain paper or on a graph paper. Then after we will depict the sides according to their respective percentage and apply your thinking for the interpretation of the triangular graph. Now we are going to take the practical example of triangular graph. Here one example has been given. Prepare a triangular graph for the following data and interpret the same. Here the urban population data for class 1, class and class 3 cities have been given for the period of 1911 to 2011, and through this data we are going to analyze and going to prepare a triangular graph and interpret the same. Let's calculate the percentage for each class and every year. Here we are going to calculate the percentage for each class and every year, and for that purpose you need to add the column of the total, then four columns for the percentage. Initially you will add the total of respective row, I mean the respective year, then you will be able to calculate the percentage. Here I have used the equation, that is C divided by T multiplied by 100. C is the C may be class population of the class 1 cities, it may be population of class 2 cities or population of the class 3 cities, and T is the total of the respective row, and 100 is the constant that is being used for the calculation of percentage. And in this example for the year 1911, the percentage for class 1 cities is 50.21%, then class 2 cities is it is 5.42, and for class 3 cities it is 44.31, and obviously total should be 100. It should not be more than or less than 100. Here I have calculated the percentage for all the years and for all the classes of urbanization. Now we are going to draw a triangular graph, and for that purpose initially you need to take a plain paper, or you can use the graph paper also, and draw a line of either 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter. You take into consideration the space available on the paper, and then you can select the distance. But I will suggest that if you select a 10 centimeter, it will be more better for the representation of the data through that graph. Here I have considered the 10 centimeter distance for the preparation of triangular graph, and you need to complete this triangular graph, and each side will be for the 10 centimeter only. If you have considered the 15 centimeter, then each side will have 15 centimeter distance. Now my question is how to complete this triangular graph. After drawing the base for the triangular graph, you need to consider the same distance in compass, and you will draw points like this, and you will be able to join these lines. Automatically this graph will be ready. Otherwise there is another one method, that you keep the protractor here and take the angle of 60 degrees. Again at the right side take the angle of 60 degrees, and then join the lines. Automatically the structure for the triangular graph with equal distance will be ready. Then you need to draw the points at equal interval on each side of the graph, and that will be used for the creation of the internal structure of the graph paper. And we are going to join the lines of opposite marks. Afterwards this graph will be ready. Now the structure for graph is ready. Now we are going to represent the percentage of urbanization for class 1, class 2 and class 3 cities on this graph. While representing the data, please keep in mind that this data should be rotated in clockwise manner only. It means initially 0 will start from the right bottom corner. It will goes to left bottom corner as an 100 here, you can see here. Then again it will start 0 at bottom corner and will go to 100 at the top. Again it will start at 0 at the top and will reach to 100 at the bottom. In this manner, initially you need to create a structure for the demarcation of the data or a depiction of the data using triangular graph. Here we are going to depict this data, but I am not going to depict all these points because I will assign this as an assignment for you, and I will depict one sample example only. Suppose there are three components for X city, that is class 1 city has the percentage of 50, then class 2 cities has percentage of 10, and class 3 cities has the percentage of 40. What we will do, see, this is the class 1 percentage and this is the class 2 percentage. We will draw a point or we will depict the point here, and automatically the third component will be depicted at the same place. It is not necessary to consider the place of the third. If you consider the place of 2, automatically third point will be acquired here. And here you can see that class 1 city has the percentage of 50. It is depicted on this line. Then class 2 cities has the percentage of 10. It is depicted through this line. And class 3 cities has the percentage of 40. It is depicted on the same point. It means while joining the points or while demarcating the points, depicting the information, you need to consider the data for only two components, third component will be located automatically. So I am giving this data as an assignment for you. You complete this. I have drawn these three lines with the view to create a base for the interpretation. You can see that suppose there is a point in this area. I am going to demarcate here. It means it has the dominance of class 1 cities. If the data has been depicted in this area, it means data has dominance of class 2 cities, or class 2 cities has dominance in that year or throughout the time. And if the point has been depicted in this section, it means it has the dominance of class 3 cities. I will give the name here A, B and C. So you also demarcate these types of points, or draw these lines and demarcate these sections. That will be helpful for the interpretation. This is the example of soil texture that can be depicted through the triangular graph. Now I am going to conclude. Though I have not depicted all the points that have been demarcated on the triangular graph, I have demarcated the same on the graph paper using manual method, and accordingly I am going to conclude this session. Initially the percentage for all classes and all the years have been calculated. The study reveals that there is a dominance of class 1 cities in an Indian urban system. The percentage of class 2 towns is increasing and the class 3 towns is decreasing with the march of time. Thank you. I hope that you might have enjoyed this lecture. Don't forget to subscribe and share my YouTube channel. It will be helpful to the learners of geography that are going to enrich their knowledge in the field. Thank you.